let us see how data travels across two different private networks via this router. Assume that we have two different PCs, PC0 and PC1. And this PC0, it wants to communicate with PC1, which is located on a different network. Say this is having one message data and it wants to send that data to PC1 on a different network. So for that, first it will prepare the packet. So we all know the packet contains source IP, destination IP, and along with that it will place this data which it wants to transmit to PC1. Now, so this source IP is nothing but the IP, its own IP address. So IP address of PC0. Destination IP is the IP address of this PC1 because it wants to transmit this message to PC1 only. Now it prepares the frame. So frame contains source MAC address, destination MAC address, and along with that it will place the packet in the frame. So now this source MAC address is nothing but the MAC address of this PC0, whereas destination MAC address. Is it possible to place the destination MAC address of PC1 directly here? No, because this PC1, it is on a different network. So this PC0, it cannot know PC1 MAC address. Instead of that, what it does means, it just uses the default gateway MAC address. So this is a MAC address of the default gateway. So it will place MAC address of this default gateway, right? Along with that, the packet it wants to transmit. Now this frame will be sent to switch. Okay, this complete part is one network, whereas the other side of this the default gateway is the another network. You can see the IP address also, right? So the IP address of this PC0 is 192.168.7.11, whereas the switch it also starts with 192, and there's a default gateway which is a visual interface. So here also you can see 192.168. Whereas for the devices which comes under this network, IP address starts with 10.10.10, and the switch IP address also 10.10. Whereas the default gateway IP address also 10.10. And so on. And now, so whenever this frame is sent to the switch 1, then the switch will check the MAC address. So remember that it won't open the frame, it just check the destination MAC address and the MAC address. So what is the MAC address present in this default gateway MAC address? So it will just forward the frame to the default gateway, right? So switch receive that, it will find the MAC address of this default gateway and then forward that frame to default gateway. Whenever this default gateway receives a frame, it checks the MAC address. So MAC address placed in this is its own MAC address, right? So as it belongs to this, as this frame belongs to this default gateway, now it will open the packet. So where is the packet? Packet is placed inside this frame only, right? So it will open the frame and check the packet. In that packet, it will find the destination IP. So it will check the destination IP and finds that this IP belongs to PC1, which is present in that network. Okay. So once it finds that this IP address belongs to the PC1, now it will place that within the, so it will again place that packet back in the frame and change the destination MAC. So destination MAC is now changed to PC1 MAC. Because earlier, as this PC0, it doesn't know the PC1 MAC address, it is taking the help of gateway. So it just placed only the MAC address of this gateway. But this gateway know the MAC address of the PC1. That is the exact destination to which this message should be transmitted. So what it will do, it will just place this packet inside the frame back again, and then it will change the MAC address to PC1 MAC address. And then it will forward this frame to switch 2. Switch 2 check the destination MAC address and finds that this MAC address is PC1 MAC address. So it will just forward this frame to PC1. Now PC1 open the frame. It will check the destination MAC address. So destination MAC address is its own MAC address. Now it will check the source MAC address to identify from whom the message was received. Now this PC1 open the packet. So we know that packet contains source IP, destination IP, and then data. So first it will check the destination IP. So this destination IP is its own IP address. So now it will open the data. So this data can be any kind of data, like it's a normal text data or any multimedia data like image, audio, video, etc. This is how data travels across two different private networks with the help of this default gateway.